were gone forever.
It was 3 days.
Where are we going?
Before Maui stole Tifiti's heart, our ancestors wanted to connect our island to all the people of the entire ocean. It's my job as a wayfinder to finish what they started.
Hello, Christina and Hua. Hey. Okay, is this right?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for sitting and talking to me today. First and foremost, I do have to admit, I saw the first Moana last month.
Oh, nice.
Last month.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah,
I was
right.
super excited when 2 dropped right in time for me to talk to the both of you. I want to start with you, Christina. You have produced some big name, notable name productions before, including Frozen 2 and Big Hero 6. So what was the approach that you decided to take delving into Moana?
Well, I'm lucky enough that this is actually my first film that I'm producing on Frozen 2 and Big Hero 6. I was in the production finance capacity, which really helped me learn and grow for this role. I'm super fortunate to be able to produce this with my fellow producer, Yvette Marino. But yeah, we're just so excited to expand the world of Moana. Her and I both met and became friends on the first, so we're especially lucky that we get to do this project together.
Oh, that's cool. So let me ask you then, coming into this space, you have a background with music. You were in a group called, it's definitely your own crew, High Remedy. I love that. You're like, please don't bring it up. But you were in a group called High Remedy, and also too, you've acted in major productions, including NCIS Hawaii. So how was your diverse background in media and entertainment? How has that influenced your approach to acting in this Disney animated film?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm super grateful that I come from a family of performers. You know, my dad was an actor, my mom was a performer, my mom was a Mrs. Hawaii 1997. So, I mean, like, we come from that in our blood. But I think the thing that made it the easiest was I grew up being such a Disney kid. You know, my grandparents were huge Disney people. We used to spend every summer at a park. They would have all the posters up on the walls in their house, so on and so forth. So I think, if anything, it was more so trying to calm my nerves and calm my anxieties of being like, oh, I'm actually in a Disney movie now, you know? Which is cool because that's kind of like, that character and that energy is kind of who Moni is. So I got to channel a lot of it into voicing him. So, I mean, the whole experience with my past experiences was just like seamless. And all in all was just harmonious.
Oh, I love that. So let's talk about Moni, because Moni in the Middle, there's a song called that, and it just makes me think of that. But Moni is a key character in Moana's crew, and Moni is all about storytelling. So how did your own experiences influence that whole character and the storytelling behind it?
I mean, I think, simply put, like, our culture is so infused with the idea of storytelling. I mean, that's who we are as Polynesians. Like, we love to tell stories through song, through dance, through oli or chant, you know? So being able to channel that personality and that culture into who Moni is was so natural. Because, I mean, that's what we do on a regular basis, you know? Whether it be in a more appropriate cultural fashion, whether it be through hula or dance or song, or whether it be just naturally just in our beings back home in Hawaii, you know, sitting in the garage, like talking story about what we did this weekend or what you did that you wish you didn't do. You know, so that natural flavor of who we are as Polynesians really comes alive in who Moni is.
Let's talk about culture then, and you being Polynesian and being on set. Do you feel that the story was told accurately and the cultural influences were there?
Yeah, we actually have an Oceanic Cultural Trust. It's under the direction of Kaliko Hurley. And it's a culmination of all these different cultural consultants throughout the Pacific. And you can see the different influences. I mean, I watched the full film for the first time this past Saturday at our wrap party. And you got to see so many different elements of our culture that I've known since I was a child. You know, urban legends, you know, myths, things from like how tattoos look. You know, that's something that's been complimented as the tattoos look so real. You know, they're not perfect. They're not too dark, you know, so on and so forth. That that's actually the thing that made me the most emotional, like watching the film, was I got to see, you know, certain dynamics of Maui that I've known in my culture since I was a kid. You know, Maui is a superhero to us. And that was the thing that was like, man, we waited our whole life to see something like this. And now here it is, you know?
Well, first I have to say I'm jealous of you because I have not seen the movie yet. And I was hoping I could watch it before interviewing you and Christina, but they were like, not yet, not at all. So
It's worth waiting for.
I know
Yeah.
it definitely is worth waiting for, but I wanted to talk to you about how challenging it was to ensure that you were culturally accurate.
Yeah, well, as Hua mentioned, we worked with Oceanic Cultural Trust, so they're with us every step of the way. We have key milestones. We screen the film multiple times through production, and not only are they at those screenings, but they are with us in all of our production design reviews. They listen to actually the recordings to make sure we get the pronunciations right. So story and culture for us go hand in hand. So we've been so incredibly privileged to work with them.
What was the most rewarding moment for you in learning about the Maui culture? Like in your mind, did you feel like, yes, we got that right? Or was there moments where you're like, I'm so proud that, you know, we're resonating with the community and the culture? Because that, of course, that's, you know, it's super important to tell that story.
Yeah, that's our main priority in telling the story of Moana too. There's a scene at the end of Act 1 where Moana gets sent off on her canoe with her new crew, and every cultural consultant told us, they're like, yes, like this time when Moana gets set off on her journey, can the community be there with her? Because for them, it's such a milestone. For them, it's such a crucial part of what their community can do and how they're throwing their support behind this wayfinder. And each time I watch the film, it still gets me emotional because we have a beautiful, beautiful song from Opatai Fawai and Mark Mancino that underscores this beautiful moment.
Mm-hmm. What was the most impactful for you personally, though?
Funnily enough, the same thing, because I think also in the Asian community, it's all about community and culture. And to be able to actually have that behind you, to have your family behind you saying, yes, you might be doing something that no one has ever done before. You might be doing something that we as parents feel like, oh, it's a little bit too scary, but to say we support you anyways, like that part still gets me. Like I tear up every time because not only did I feel like culturally we got it as close to accurate as we could, but also personally too, it feels something that seems so universal.
I get it. Now, you being so deeply rooted in the Polynesian culture, what do you hope that viewers or other Polynesians take from seeing Moana 2?
I mean, it's kind of like the underlying theme and story of Moana herself is, you know, like, don't let the confines of where you're at, like, keep you from achieving what you want to achieve, you know? Like, yeah, we're on small islands in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, but we have technology now, you know, so we can do so much more. I mean, I am a prime example of that. I'm a small town Kaneohe Oahu boy that comes from Hawaii, and never in a million years did I think that I'd be able to be part of this story. And that's a direct relation to the storyline of the film, you know? So if there's anything that I want people throughout the Pacific to really take away is that, you know, shoot your shot, go for your dreams, you know, like do that audition, you know, invest that money in, okay, well, we won't say money stuff, but, you know, like shoot your shot, give it a go, you know, give it a try, why not?
What about you, Christina? What is something that you hope viewers take away from Moana 2?
I mean, I think similarly in that capacity, it's really about like going beyond. I mean, we have a song that really talks about going beyond what you think is possible. And I think that there's this really beautiful message in the film about connection. And I think it's a nice reminder that everyone going together will really determine how far people will go, and to always really make sure that you go with the people that you care about.
Would you say Go Beyond is your favorite song?
Beyond is a really, really, really great song. Yeah, it's honestly playing on nonstop ever since it got released. So yeah, that's a great job. Yeah.
What was your favorite song?
I'm gonna either go with Beyond or one of the songs that I've had the pleasure to sing on. It's called What Could Be Better Than This.
Okay.
And it'll be releasing next week and be made available for everybody to listen to. But you gotta watch it in the film.
Okay.
It hits so much harder in the film.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you. I cannot wait to watch 2 so I could catch up from last month. I was like, just
That's
at
good.
home.
You don't have to wait. That's
I know.
even
I
better.
was at home and I'm like, I've never seen Moana, and I hear my niece talk about it all the time. Moana this, Moana that, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just sit. Me and my fiance were grown
nice.
at our big age. We decided to have a Saturday morning cartoon situation, and it was
Best.
Moana.
That's the best.
So thank you so much to both of you, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, likewise,
pleasure
Nekia.
meeting you.
Thank you.